That's what we want. We also want to explain a joke. Forgot to press the button. Settle down, everyone. I know Sunday is proving to be slightly more educational than any one of us would have desired, myself included. But we do have another joke from Matty Stevo to explain. Happily, this one doesn't involve murder. Just an accident that wasn't his fault. Why does Humpty Dumpty love autumn? Because he had a great fall. Okay, so let's start with Humpty Dumpty. Now, this is the thing that Humpty Dumpty is traditionally depicted as an egg sitting on a wall. This relates to a poem, you see. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a big fall. Jack-a-doobly. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Now, there's this thing that has been itching at the back of my head, and I keep meaning to check it out, which is that is whether or not Humpty Dumpty being an egg originates with his appearance in Alice Through the Looking Glass. Or rather, Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There by Lewis Carroll. And because I've got a feeling it might be, but then I'm not sure. Anywho, he had a great fall in the sense that he fell off. How do you do a wall without doing all of the bricks? Just pepper them about. Thus. That's better. Yeah. So he had a great fall. Now, this joke is asking us, though, what is Humpty Dumpty's attitude to autumn? What is autumn? Well, we live on a planet which tilts slightly on its axis in relation to its orbit around the sun. This isn't to scale. And that basically means that the spread, if you like, of the light that's coming out of the sun, the spread of those rays changes. It sort of strikes at a different angle, and so it essentially squeezes those light paths together in terms of their striking the surface of the Earth, or it spreads them out. And what that does is it means that it gets warmer if the rays are closer together in striking, or colder if they're further apart. There's this idea that it's about how close we are from the sun. But we've got to remember that space is a vacuum. Space is a vacuum. So the heat isn't travelling through space to get to us. What's happening is the light is travelling to us, and then it's striking the Earth, and that light energy is being converted into heat energy. And that's how we get heat from the sun. And what we've done is and I'm probably going to get these the wrong way around. I think this is winter. But we've sort of divided our calendar into 4 seasons. So this would be spring, summer. What a terrible list. You can't even see it. I'm glad. And over here, that's better, autumn. Except we don't call it autumn everywhere on the Earth that speaks English. No. In the United States of America, they don't call autumn. They call it the fall. Because they're big Mark E. Smith fans. No. They call it the fall in relation to, one presumes, the falling of the leaves. Because during autumn, what happens is Trees, I should explain, trees produce their energy through photosynthesis. And the main engine of that photosynthesis, so that's again, it's another way of turning light into a different kind of energy. In this case, I think sugars. Yes, so what trees do is they have these very thin shapes that are packed with chlorophyll, which is this chemical that essentially changes that sunlight into energy. And what happens is, when it gets colder, the circulatory system that keeps that leaf fresh and vibrant dries out, and as it dries out, the leaves drop off the trees. You see, they fall off the trees, and so America uses that as a sort of metonym. Yeah, it's a sort of metonym, not a synecdoche, but a metonym for autumn. So let's try. Oh, I think is that how you spell metonym? Is that how you spell metonym, everyone? I think it is. Yeah. So let's get back to the joke, if we can remember it. Why does Humpty Dumpty love autumn? Because he had a great fall. So we go back to the poem. We said Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Great can denote size, but it can also denote quality, you see. Something could be, oh, how was the play? Oh, it was great. It doesn't necessarily mean it was big. It just means that it was very good. So greatness can be an aspect of goodness and an aspect of size, you see. So in the poem, a great fall is a large drop. But within the context of this joke, a great fall is an autumn of good quality. And as we said, when that illusion happens in our heads between autumn and between Humpty Dumpty's demise, it makes us laugh. So, Matty, have I explained that joke to your satisfaction? If so, we'll get back to the game. Wow, that was the best explanation of a joke I've ever seen, bravo. Thank you. It was very thorough, wasn't it? It's because I felt I skimped on the ants the other day, so I'm making amends. We'll get back to the game.